and we're back for the first time this week. You can see Dirty Abbott, pair of shoes on the back of the couch, but
they're brand new.
They're brand new because they're for me wedding, and I'm trying to keep them somewhere safe out the way of the kids so they don't get trodden on. And that was the safest place I could think of, back of the couch. Anyway, what we're up to today, we're going to bring in the one and the only Patrick Weiss.
Hello, buddy.
Now, this is a challenge that is quite recent. We've got a bit of echo there. You got to sort that out.
I do.
I think it's sorted now. This is a challenge that's quite recent, and it's basically, it's like a chug, but it's not a chug because you have to do it spoon by spoon.
Yeah, it's a very slow chug.
it's a slug it's a chug in slow motion. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
But it tastes good because apparently this one tastes of strawberries.
It does taste good. It's not, you're not fighting that, not only the heat, but like a nasty flavor. It's so that helps.
A good flavor is always going to help with heat.
You should try one.
Anyway, with any League of Fire challenge, which is what this is, it's a League of Fire challenge. I'm just going to bring a website up for you. There, look, www.leagueoffire.com. It's where you buy them from. And other than that, you have to read something called a disclaimer.
Yes, we do.
Fully prepared.
I am. My nice yellow new. So, I, Patrick, left eye Pat Weiss, over 18 years of age, of sound mind, and have read and understood the hot sauce product disclaimer on the League of Fire website. In summary, I accept that the League of Fire, their suppliers, manufacturers, Nuke, God himself, under no circumstances will be responsible for or liable for any claims of injury or damage arising from me consuming this product and multiples thereof. And I acknowledge and agree to this without question.
You've had Katie Prettyman saying, "Good luck, Patrick." How she's still functioning after trying to eat 5 bowls of noodles, I've no idea. You should be off in a food coma somewhere, Katie.
That was not a name I expected to hear for sure.
No,
Right.
Should be curled up in a ball of sleep somewhere.
That was fun to watch. That was wild. That's so many noodles.
Yeah, if you're wondering what we're talking about, guys, go and check out Beyond the Athletes, because they've just taken part in 3 people. Michelle, I'm not sure if I said her proper name, but it was Cardboard Shell, Jem Dervish, and Katie Prettyman. 5 bowls of Samyang noodles.
3? It was 3.
They went for 5.
Yeah, it was insane.
So, Shane Smithson says you've got this.
What's up,
Saucy
Saucy?
Shane there. Saucy Shane. Are you ready there, dude? Do you know the rules?
I do know the rules. It's probably one of the simpler challenges. It's a spoonful of sauce at a time. After your first spoonful, you got to wait 30 seconds before you can take your next spoonful, and then so on until you're finished with the bottle, and then you have a 2-minute afterburn. If you complete all that, there's 6 points in the bank.
Stu Walker's just asked if they did all 5 bowls. I'm not going to tell him. He's going to have to go and check out Beyond the Athletes and watch the video.
I like that.
So, I'll bring up the big timer. Like that. Look.
Nice.
Are you ready?
I suppose so.
I like that sound.
We need silence for Stu or for Tony here. That one sucked.
It was all right. It just sounds better when there's multiple bottles being done all at the same time.
One day I'm just gonna make a video of just cracking bottles for you.
And then just stitch them all together, so it's just all together.
Yeah.
So some people like that bubble wrap, and they like to sit and pop that. Well, I just like the sound of chug bottles being opened.
All right. You ready, sir?
If you would like to pour your first spoonful.
I would like to.
From
All
the
right.
moment that spoonful goes in and you swallow, I will start your timer.
Sounds good. All right. Cheers. Oh, Jesus.
And there's the timer started. Load up your next spoonful.
Fuck.
15 seconds.
I can already tell it's been 2 weeks since I've done something hot. Woo!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In it goes. And there's the next one in.
I feel like I gotta sneeze.
Not a good thing to do with a spoonful of sauce.
I know. I'm shaky enough as it is.
10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In. And off we go again.
It does really taste good. There's almost like a tomato element to this. I'm not sure if there's tomatoes in here, but
Don't think there is.
yeah, that's weird.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In. Fifteen seconds.
It goes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In. Colin Smith said, just jump in, smash it, Pat.
Thanks, man.
There's the hiccups. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In. Josh Braun says, how's it going? Hiccupy. He's coming for Les Check Mackay's job. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In. Evening, Frank. Trying to pour and control the hiccups is not an easy task. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. In. Josh is loving your hiccups.
Glad somebody is.
15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In. That should be the last spoonful looking at now. Or close. Yeah, that's what I thought. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, in. And now there is a 5-minute afterburn, I believe. 4:30 to that will be 9:30.
2 minute.
2-minute afterburn. Oh, well, that's even better. It's only 6:30. Bonus. That's some pretty powerful hiccups. It's still control. Blink, and there's the turbo wipe. Mousy says you're doing great there.
Thank you, Crackle.
You're in your last minute.
I wish these hiccups would turn to burps.
We need to see that video for Rink. You're in your last 36 seconds. Oh, he's got the ear pop. Jimmy Bolton says, nice one, Pat.
Thank you. Too much time in between challenges, man. Wow.
And you're in the last couple of seconds now. Leave it to go to 36 just to make sure. Boom. Done.
Too much time in between.
Does make it harder if you leave a longer time in between.
Oh, we were supposed to do this last
Another hiccup snuck in.
And all of a sudden, I just didn't feel good. I didn't feel good until the next day.
Yeah, I remember you'd booked it in, and when the time came, you just weren't feeling right, were you?
Oh, wow.
There's a lot of coming in. Stu Walker, well done, Patrick, brother.
Thank you,
Cuba, Andrew Broom.
Joe. Kevin. Here, thank you, Adele. Thank you, Saucy.
Joe likes it when his ears ring. You are insane, dude.
Not me, Joe. Not me.
No.
It's like one of my least favorite things.
Well, funnily enough, the hiccups is my least favourite one. The hiccups is worse than the earring, and the hiccups is just game over.
Yeah, I'd much rather have burps.
Well, that's another endurance challenge beaten. What have you got planned for the future?
I got one more endurance and then some crunchies. Yeah.
Moving on to the crunchies. Well, I'm going to say thank you for popping in and knocking out that endurance. I'm going to let you get off to give your stomach a bit of a rest.
Thanks for having me, bud friend. Appreciate it.
And I'm going to bring in the Spice Freak. And there he is. Hello,
I
Corin.
tried to make my camera a little bit less blue. It's just a little bit brighter instead. So the color correction in my program did not work. Sorry, everyone.
Well, you're blue and I'm a little bit on the pink side, so...
Yeah, hopefully it evens out.
What they need is a pair of 3D goggles.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
So what have you been up to?
Here we go, the classic Spy Kids 3D ones.
There you go, he's got a pair prepared.
I actually can't see a thing through this, so I might have to take them off again.
Not working then, is it?
But they do exist.
So what have you been hunting down this week?
So we've got a couple of companies this week. first up, we've got, you might remember Somerset Chili Garden.
I do.
Got some Valentine's chocolates off them a little while back, but also this is their Wildfire, their jalapeno lime and wild garlic sauce. And I'm a huge fan of wild garlic. To clarify for anyone who doesn't know, wild garlic isn't actually garlic, but it is in the allium family, like garlic and onions. And commonly people eat the leaves of it rather than the other bits of the plant. So as you may recall from some of Tim Greaves' stuff, you can eat basically the entire plant, including the seed pods and everything. Yeah, this sauce looks, well, it doesn't look like that at all. That's completely the wrong color. A nice
Your
creamy
colour
green.
correction.
Is that any better? It's a little bit better, but
You got Hot Wheels
Yeah.
saying hi.
I'm gonna have to work on the colors because they do not come out right. But you can see it's a nice chunky sauce at least. You might be able to see some of the specks in it, but actually I don't think my camera's picking them up even.
From here, it looks a little bit like applesauce, and I know it isn't. It's just your camera colours.
And consistency-wise, it's sort of like that. Color-wise, flavor-wise, no. And it's quite a sharp one because you've got all the onion, the shallots, garlic, that sort of thing in here, along with the wild garlic, which also has a sort of sharper version of a garlic flavor in with its deep green leafiness. Nice and creamy from the blended in sunflower and rapeseed oils, and it's very tangy because it's lime juice, lemon juice, and white wine vinegar. Personally, I think a little bit less of the vinegar would make it better because there's clearly enough acid in there already with just the lemon and lime, but it's definitely a nice sauce. And not too hot. There is a kick to it, but it's a small one.
I'm guessing it's green in reality, though.
Yeah, it's definitely green. It's a creamy green in reality.
Yeah.
I'm sorry the colors aren't coming out very well. Hopefully you can see their second one a bit better. If I reach over and grab that.
That looks a reddy colour.
Yeah, it's a bit more red, bit less brown in reality, but it's still fairly close. And this one is an upcoming sauce. You can see it doesn't have a proper label on it yet. Apparently it won't be released till this summer. This is an early prototype they sent me. But it's got a really nice sort of almost sort of savory, smoky ketchup kind of quality to it. Really good aroma on it, and it's made with smoked red padrons, Carolina Reaper, fig, onion, and garlic.
Fig, so it's quite sweet.
It's got a decent sweetness to it, but it's not a crazy sweet one because it doesn't have sugar added to it. On top of that, the fig's just basically natural sugars. And you may have noticed that was a big spoon for Carolina Reaper. This is not that hot.
Good to see you,
It's got a
Tuna.
little bit of heat, and then it keeps growing and growing and growing, but it never gets too crazy. As Reaper goes, this is quite mild.
It's not being overdone on the Reaper.
Yeah, it's very much. It's more the smoked drons than it is the Reaper, I think. But the Reaper's definitely in there. And yeah, it's a little bit sweet, but it's not overly sweet. Mixes really nicely into a smoky pasta sauce.
I was about to say, it sounds like it needs pasta.
Yeah. Oh, it was great on my gnocchi tonight. And I reckon it would go well on barbecued meats as well.
Looks like it might need to be thickened up a little bit, though.
Yeah, it is a little bit thinner than the other. So, you could be right on that.
Yeah.
Let's pour out a little bit more so you can get a good idea of the thickness, actually.
No, it doesn't look too bad when you're actually pouring it. It's just when it's in the bottle.
No,
it
just
looks a
put it
bit
in the
runny.
bottle, yeah.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it's thin, but it's chunky.
Yeah.
Like the
That's
other
what
one
it
was
is,
chunky.
the chunkiness.
And yeah, I think the flavor could be a tiny bit more intense on this and it would be better, but it's good as is. So this is It's apparently going to be called Fire in the Wookiee, so look for that on their Etsy sometime this summer.
Fire in the
You can get
what?
in the Wookiee. Wookey. So
Right.
not the Star Wars one, the one in the Mendip Hills.
The only reason I asked is there's somewhere close to us in Yorkshire called Wookiee Le Hole.
Yeah, that's the one, the Wookiee hole.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a little bit of milk, and then I'm going to go on to the second company of the day. So this one, out that way around. These are the Alice Cooper branded sauces that we got here. This is the first of them, the mildest of them. Welcome to My Nightmare. Based on one of his earlier hits. This is, let's see what the ingredients are. So first ingredient is green serrano pepper mash. Then we got cider vinegar, lime juice, chili powder, roasted garlic, cumin, and xanthan gum. And this actually is a brown in reality. It's not actually a green sauce, which is interesting 'cause it's green chilies.
And which company makes this?
This is actually made by Cajohn's. Or
Cajohn's.
Cajohn's, as I think he actually wants to be called, but I read that as Cajohn's.
Alice Cooper range of sauces from Cajohn's.
I like John.
I know you do.
So it's green chili, it's very earthy. You can definitely taste the cumin in that. And it's also quite vinegary and salty, I find. Personally, I'd prefer it quite a bit less so, but other than that, it's pleasant.
Vinegary sauces.
Hmm?
I don't get on very well with vinegary sauces.
No, these ones are a bit... Oh, this whole range are a little bit much so for me, but... Next in them is the No More Mr. Nice Guy, and you can kind of see... Yeah, even on camera, you can see how fluorescent orange that is.
I was going to say, that is orange.
Yeah.
No doubt about it, that's orange.
So if you want these in the UK, it's hot-heads with a Z. And I believe they're .co.uk, but they could be .com. And they import these, and then you won't have to pay individual import prices, which, as you say, Gareth, can be a bit steep. So I don't know if you saw how that poured, but this one is... You can tell it's been thickened by xanthan and similar gums. It just says gum blend on the ingredients. As well as distilled vinegar, aged red habanero peppers, salt, dehydrated carrots, dehydrated onions, dehydrated garlic, and natural flavor.
To confirm
Natural
the
flavor
website,
concerned me at first, but
I'm going to put it in.
doesn't taste like extract, just tastes tangy, red habanero, and definitely some of that onion in there. So it is dehydrated onion, it's not fresh onion that's been used, and you can kind of tell. Oh, there we go, you found it, nice.
I happen to have it close by. Gareth's done it as well for me. Thank you very much, Gareth.
Yeah, I think we've all heard of Hotheads before. They're a huge company, and one of the best ways to get your imported sauces.
They also happen to sell some rather unusual other items as well, like the little nitro gummy bears and...
Yeah, they get some of the challenges in as well sometimes. Death nuts often come via them. So the final one of the Alice Cooper sauces is Poison. Just straight up Poison. I'm sure you've all heard that song from him. And this one is vinegar, Reaper chilies, sugar, salt, garlic, black pepper, spices, and lemon extract.
Mad scientist.
Where's the tuna come in? That's the bit I'm confused by.
He's over on YouTube.
Okay. I'm going to only pour a little bit of this one, because this actually is a proper full-on Reaper sauce. And it's got a nice sort of smoky undertone to it.
Kevin Tilley says this is their number one.
So I don't personally like how the lemon oil kind of sits around in the back of my mouth and throat. But everything else about this is a good Reaper sauce. This is probably my favorite of the bunch.
Kevin Tilley does seem to confirm that.
And I feel like I'm going to be hiccuping in a second. I think.
Hiccups on the way.
Maybe not quite. But I did only have a small amount, sort of fingernail of that. Not a full spoonful. And I do feel like any more and I would be hiccuping. That is definitely a substantial Reaper burn, that one. So yeah, those are the 5 sauces that I've got to show you this week. I'm going to have some of my milk.
Get rid of that Reaper burn. Stu Walker's shouting, get another spoon, Codden, we want to see the hiccups.
No thanks, Stu.
Like, Patrick's hiccups wasn't enough.
Yeah, you've had plenty of hiccups already tonight. That milk is not doing much for it.
I find not many things do much for a Reaper burn. It just seems to spread it around more.
Takes it away for a moment, but not much longer.
Yeah, split second until your mouth's empty again, it comes back.
Yeah, this one had a nice slow burn that grew and grew, but was still manageable. Still very manageable. Still pour that all over my meal. This is more something you add a drop of. This is a good strong Reaper sauce that you can't get rid of.
Something you would add into food rather than put on food.
Yeah. Kevin is always asking me to play things. One of these days, I'm actually going to have to learn how to play my guitar.
Well, if you've got a guitar, it would be advisable.
Yeah, well, it was like 15 quid at a jumble sale. I figured I might as well give it a go.
You never know, you might be good at it.
I wasn't, but I tried.
Yeah, I wasn't either. I couldn't get my fingers to move.
Anyway.
Kevin's having a little rolling around laughing.
Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to mention. So the other thing I got from Somerset Chili Garden, which I don't have to show you today, because I kind of ate it already, is, if you remember the Valentine's chocolates, they also do full-size bars of chocolates. And one of those, or at least some of those, are the same flavors. So I picked up some more of their caramel, almond, and bird's eye one, and it was very nice. Again, I feel like we have some really good chocolate makers in this community already, and the Somerset Chili Garden chocolate itself isn't quite the same level of quality. It's still good, but it's not quite the same firm snap and stuff. But the flavors they put on it, great flavors, really go well with the chili that they use, and they don't skimp on them in the slightest.
But
it may have only been bird's eye, but it's better than some of the ghost chocolates I've had.
But you did not manage to keep all the vennies so that we could see it. You
Oh
just
god, no, I ate all that.
accidentally ate it all. Purely by accident.
I did keep the wrapper, but sadly I didn't even keep the ribbon, so it doesn't look all that special.
The wrapper's no use to us.
Yeah, I know, right? It just gives you the ingredients list if you want.
I think we're going to have to sack you. You're eating it before you get on camera.
Oh, come on. They put chocolate in front of me. How could you expect anything else?
Fair enough. It's chocolate. We do know somebody else that's a bit of a chocolate monster. Goes by the name of Kaylee Chaos.
Yeah. Yes, Stu. We all know how I love eating.
Well, with that, I think I'm going to jump off the internet and give my kids the internet back. And I'll say thank you for popping in again. And I'll see you later.
Yep. See you.
That was Corin Sloss, Spice Freak, well, spicy blogger. And it was Patrick Weiss doing the endurance challenge from the Rummy Bears. I'm going to get myself out of here. You know who I am. Close to the sun. That was new Chilli-heads. Bye, guys.